Welcome back to Rodcast, guys. Hope you're doing well out there. I'm your host, Rod, as always. And in this video, we're going to be talking about another one of those hardworking illegal immigrants that the left wants us to love so much. In this case, we got a Cuban illegal who literally, not kidding, beheaded his boss that he worked for. He was a maintenance worker working at a motel for an Indian immigrant family, and there was some argument between them, and he ended up literally cutting his boss's head off in front of the boss's family.
To that stabbing, the suspect has a machete, and Fire is noticing that he is actually cutting someone's head off.
Not kidding. You can't make this stuff, and you don't have to, because it's actually happening in the real world. So aside from all the criminals that we have already in our country, this is what happens when you import immigrants from other countries, and they bring their problems with them. Okay, Trump has never said anything more accurate when he said that. That's just facts. Okay, and aside from having to deal with our own criminals, now we have to deal with the criminals exported from third world countries. That is the price of immigration, both legal and illegal, that everybody needs to know.
We have uncovered some new details regarding yesterday's beheading outside a motel in East Dallas. The suspect involved has been arrested. Here's a photograph. Been charged now with capital murder. But according to Dallas County jail records, he also has an immigration hold for allegedly being in the United States without authorization. We've also been able to obtain.
Another way of saying that is, and he's an illegal invader who has now committed capital murder in Texas after somebody let him in. Okay.
In the arrest affidavit, Braceda Holguin has been going over the documents today, which lay out what led up to nothing short of a horrific murder.
According to the arrest affidavit, a witness told police there was a verbal altercation between the victim and the suspect. The document also states that the victim's son and wife saw part of the attack. Now, I do want to warn you, the details are disturbing, starting with that 911 call.
Suspect has a machete.
Wednesday morning, something nobody would have expected took place at the Downtown Suites Motel in East Dallas. A man tells us,
it's not unexpected at all. We keep telling you, people who are against immigration like myself, that these are a bunch of animals and they're coming to our country to hurt our people. Okay, and we have plenty of hardworking people in America. We don't need to export them from other countries. Only people who have no respect for Americans, native-born Americans, say stupid things like we need these people because we need their hard work and their contributions. That's okay. Okay, we don't need them at all, actually. Our Northern and Western European ancestors have built this country for more than, let's see, about 400 years, starting in the 1600s, without the aid of illegal aliens. So no, we don't need outsiders, actually. White people and black people can build this country on our own, the foundational people. Okay, so no, we don't need them. And when you bring them in, you export their criminal instincts along with them. And this guy was a psycho who belonged in Cuba, but now he's in America and killing Americans. It's only by the grace of Odin and Freya that it wasn't some white woman who got murdered here. And it was a bunch of Indian immigrants. Either way, you're putting Americans and people who live in America in danger by exporting these people here. Luckily, in this case, it wasn't one of us, but nevertheless.
He witnessed a beheading.
Ma'am, this is not normal to happen.
According to the arrest affidavit, police obtained video which shows 37-year-old Yordanis Copos Martinez grab a machete and start stabbing 50-year-old Chandra Nahamalaya multiple times. The victim is seen fleeing down the parking lot towards the front office where his wife and son were.
He chased him from 108 all the way to the office. The man was trying to get in the office to his family.
A witness who saw the entire thing says the wife and son attempted to stop the suspect, but he pushed them away and continued to violate the victim's remains.
I find it sick, disgusting. I'm speechless.
Kind of out of the norm and is mind-blowing.
The affidavit.
Out of the norm is your reaction? How about psychotic and insane? Okay, that is the most dampening reaction I've ever seen to such a horrible crime. What is this? The freaking Middle East? Okay, where the beheadings are actually common in some countries. No, this is America, an Anglo-Saxon country who has imported third world savages into it. And now we have third world crimes being committed almost on a daily basis, if not a weekly basis.
And it's mind-blowing.
The affidavit states Dallas Fire arrived first. They saw the suspect covered in blood with a machete in hand, and they were able to catch him down the road. Several sources tell me the victim was a manager at the motel and say the suspect did maintenance there.
I feel bad for his.
The left would describe this guy as a hardworking immigrant. He was a maintenance worker. He probably didn't speak a word of English as expected. And yeah, he's working real hard cutting people's heads off.
Sources tell me the victim was a manager at the motel and say the suspect did maintenance there.
I feel bad for his family because he got a wife and a son. They came out. They didn't know what to do. She was screaming and hollering, but I told her to get back in there because I didn't know if he was going to attack her too.
The suspect has been charged with capital murder, and according to Dallas County Jail records, he has an immigration hold for allegedly being in the U.S. without authorization. Records also show he's been arrested for auto theft in Florida and has indecency with a child and assault charges in Houston.
So these are the kinds of people that the Open Borders left does protest for. If there are a bunch of bleeding heart liberals around here, they would have tried to protect this guy. Okay, if he didn't have blood all over him, which would have been suspicious, although who knows, they would try to protect him even then just because he's not white. So they automatically assume, oh, he's not white, he's innocent, the ICE are evil, and we're gonna help this poor immigrant who's got blood covered all over. Maybe the ICE shot him. They'll make up any excuse to defend the criminals. Okay, but anyways, the left would literally organize a protest to protect this guy's rights if they knew about it. Luckily here, they didn't know anything what was going on, okay? There was no protest or anything. But they don't even know the people that ICE are going after. They automatically assume that if it's not a white person, if it's somebody who looks Hispanic, they're automatically the victim. That's the assumption of the bleeding heart Open Borders left, and they will go out and try to help them, okay? If there were, protesters around activists, they would have tried to stop ICE from arresting this guy. Okay, now he was arrested by the regular police, and now obviously ICE is going to deport him if he's not going to be prosecuted. Most likely he's going to be prosecuted by the DA here. But that's murky right now. That's not, we'll see how that turns out. There's no word on that. But technically ICE can deport him because there's a hold on him. But the crime was so heinous here, the locals might want to literally prosecute him. And it's Texas, so he might actually get the death penalty. Okay. Either way, let's make sure that he's gone. Okay. I don't mind either one. Get him back to Cuba. He can go kill people in their country. As long as he's out of America, I don't care. Okay, whether we give him the death penalty here or we ship him back to his native land, either way, I want him out of here. Like I want all of these immigrants out of here, illegal or not. Okay, none of these people belong here. Okay, and you're only exporting other countries' problems when you bring these people in. It doesn't matter how much money they contribute. I don't care how hard they work. Hardworking Mr. Cuban here, illegal alien, ended up being a capital murderer. So give me a break about hard work. I don't care about your hard work. There are plenty of hardworking Americans who don't have jobs, by the way, because people like this are taking them. Okay, that maintenance job could have gone to an American, but did it? No, because this illegal took it. Okay, and if the Indians are illegals, they should be deported too. Most likely they're not, but if they are, gone. Okay, back to Calcutta you go. But anyways, that's all I got to say for this video. You cannot make this stuff up, and you don't have to, because it's actual reality that you have to live with when you have open borders policies or open immigration policies. All these people are bad and they all got to go. That's my point of view. And that's all I got to say for this video. Thank you so much for watching as always, and I'll see you guys in my next one.